The Counter-Strike 2 workshop is filling up with custom content from aspiring map makers all over. Now, especially with the Counter-Strike 2 Big Adventures contest announced, we're going to see a flood of entries make their way online to face the music of arguably the most scrutinizing community in competitive FPS. The Blockout stage of level design for CS2 can be extremely appealing with how intuitive and fast Hammer allows you to churn out design after design. Avoiding the pitfalls that will ruin your mapping journey to the top is our focus for today. I bring you the top 3 Blockout blunders to avoid that will help your map shoot to the top of the workshop. Number 3. Building with blocks. Just because this is a Blockout phase does not mean we literally build with blocks. The mesh-based approach for building your blockouts will make your life so much easier in the future. If you choose to use the Source 1 method of smashing together a bunch of blocks and other shapes, you won't be able to change your level layout nearly as easily with 6 times as many faces to work with and the inability to use loop and ring selections. The excuse that you'll just delete the needed faces later is a time sink and doesn't solve the problem of properly merging faces you'll need to retopologize anyways when it pushes into the art passing phase. Don't build with blocks, this is 2024, we can do better. Number 2. Zero contrast. Gray boxing is another term that is used to describe the Blockout phase, and many take this to literal heart, dousing the entire level in a drab gray bland of the same material. This is the other extreme of art passing too early and can drastically affect how players perceive your gameplay. Not being able to find the sight lines with everything looking the same or knowing where any of the choke points begin or end doesn't lead to fun, which is ultimately what you're trying to accomplish. Spend some time contrasting the floors, walls, and ceilings with some slight variations of the same tone or use a different color altogether. I recommend taking advantage of the hotspot operations to visually orient players. Number 1. Art passing too early. Hammer makes it so easy to get distracted with decorating your map with all of its super high quality assets. The amount of materials, models, hotspots, blends, along with decals, particles, everything can be overwhelming, and we haven't even touched the lighting that this engine spits out. Resist the urge to place anything that isn't significant on your map because so much of the major Hammer mesh geometry is going to change with playtests. Placing down landmarks and decals to guide the player are important, but sitting around playing with material UVs and light properties will quickly eat up valuable time needed to focus on refinement of gameplay. And there you have it folks, our top 3 beginning Blockout blunders to avoid. Remember, these rankings are not just opinions but solidified facts with no research cited or data to back it up. Discuss and rank your Blockout blunders below, and don't forget to visit our Discord. Like and subscribe to our videos to see more.
Shout out to Marnamai for letting us use recorded footage of his map, CS2. Check it out below.